It is absolutely my joy to see all of you who are able to be here in person for this meditation. And we also welcome those of you who are online. The Center for Spiritual Living's theme this month is cultivating authenticity. Perhaps many of you are familiar with the phrase, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. In reflecting on these words, I think, well, of course, how could I be anything else? And yet, as I sit with the words, I realize that often it takes courage to be vulnerable and to love our authentic selves. There can be times or situations where adapting some kind of persona in order to fit in or to have others like us or approve of us is what we do. However, these protective barriers are in the way of us standing in our personal truth and power. So we're going to look at that a little closer for this morning's meditation. Ernest Holmes, in his book, This Thing Called You, reminds us that in our oneness with the one infinite reality, we are spiritual beings first. Spirit made us of itself, and within us is this divine spirit that is our real authentic self. Holmes writes that who we are at our very core, and I quote, is as eternal as God, as indestructible as reality, and as changeless as truth. So one way for us to practice being in integrity with our real authentic self is through meditation. I invite you to contemplate Holmes' words in the next moments of silence. If you are comfortable and haven't already done so, close your eyes and focus on your breaths. You may wish to take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. As you do this, allow each exhale to release any tenseness, any mind chatter, anything that is not serving you right now. And please remember that any time during the meditation, you may open and look about the room, making yourself aware of who you are. You're in this safe, sacred sanctuary. I again give you Holmes' words to usher you into your own inner sanctum. Who we are at our very core is as eternal as God, as indestructible as reality, and as changeless as truth. I will invite you back with the sound of the ringing bowl. As you are ready, open your eyes. Look around you at the other beautiful beings in this sanctuary. Hear the sound of the water flowing over the fountain. I want to leave you with the following words from the poet Macfield of Magdeburg. I hope I'm saying that correctly. A fish cannot drown in water. A bird does not fall in air. In the fire of creation, gold doesn't vanish. The fire brightens. Each creature God made must live in its own true nature. How could I resist my nature that lives for oneness with God? Namaste.
Good morning. Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living Prescott. My name is Kathleen Gustafson. I am one of the board members here at the center. Thank you for coming to our beautiful center this morning to appreciate a most exciting speaker, the Dr. Carmen. And following the service, she will do a roundtable discussing awakening to oneness. So please come join. All of the happenings and events here at CSLP are important and they deserve mention. However, I've chosen 4 to bring to your attention. They're all listed on the screen and in your program, but the 4 I've chosen is tomorrow, March the 6th, the new beginning for semantics class from 6 until 7 p.m. On Thursday, March the 9th, the Men's Support and Empowerment Circle gather at 6 p.m. And Saturday, March the 11th, the Writers' Circle will meet from 12 until 2. Now that's a change because of other activities. So they will meet from 12 to 2 rather than their usual 9 to 11. And I believe Clay has something he would like to say before I finish.
Hi guys. I just wanted to take a moment to introduce you all to the new CSLP podcasts. We have our talks and our meditations are both going to be available on all of the different podcast things, wherever you find those. We've got them on there right now going back to December 4th, and we'll be adding new episodes by Monday evening for each week's speaker and meditations. So please check those out. Make sure you subscribe to them. Give us a nice rating on there to make us a little more findable for people. If you've got questions about how to set that up, talk to me after service, and I'll be glad to give you a hand. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Clay. Finally, Sunday, March the 12th, Reverend Donna Baranya will be our guest speaker, and she'll follow up with a workshop entitling Revealing the Divine in You. And right now, I see this divine sparkle in everybody that I'm looking at. So have a wonderful service, experience, and a happy week, and a special happy birthday, Jackson. We love you.
Thank you.
And so I add my welcome. I'm Diane Gazelle, one of the certified practitioners here at the Center for Spiritual Living Prescott. And we get to start this morning with our new minister, Sacred Covenant. It will be on the slides. Those of you that have been doing with this every month, the Ministerial Search Committee tightened it up just a bit. It's essentially not that different, but okay, please with me. And with love in our hearts, calling this new minister, there is only one life. This life is good. This life is God. This life is my life now. Knowing that I am one with this life that is good, I therefore know that I am one with all of its blessed expressions. This includes the presence of a new minister for my beloved spiritual community. I know that the highest purpose of my new minister is revealing God as love. I further know that my new minister is the fulfillment of that which has been promised by God, for it is written, love is the bridge between you and everything. As I stand in agreement with my beloved community, I see my new minister revealing truth as love, wholeness, and joy. We now intend to experience our new minister in full cooperation and agreement with our community, knowing this truth. We are fully grounded in principle, inspiring loving expression of our best selves. We nurture and empower our spiritual growth in consciousness, oneness, and wisdom. We recognize the humanity of a situation and wisely call forth the truth. We expand personal consciousness through studies of diverse spiritual teaching. We enrich our spiritual lives through music and arts. We accept the highest expression of our new minister into our lives and know they will serve highest and greatest good for all who are touched by our teaching. And so it is. And to further anchor that, as we begin all things here, I invite you to join me in prayer, knowing that we are one, that we are love, that we are wise and understanding and compassionate as we come together to celebrate this beautiful day, to hear Dr. Carmen's message, to listen to the music by Jackson and our soloist, to be a part of this place. And we know all the many beings that bring this together so that we can be here in joy and celebration are guided and blessed. We know that our children out in the youth area are taking this wisdom and sharing it amongst each other in their world. And so we go forward today with kindness and love and joy. And please know that with me by saying, and so it is.
It's so great having Bob back. And isn't it amazing that you all have learned American Sign Language? You have mastered the, I think it was please stand up, is that what you said? This is a Bob Marley song. And by the way, these songs are like just you can put them in your pocket when you need them. You know, if you're ever in a situation like, oh yeah, I have this in my pocket, and then you just sing it when you need it. Sunday is the reminder that you have this song all week. So whether you're in your car, in your home, at your workplace, whatever, and you're like, oh man, something's wrong, you can look in your song pocket and be like, oh, I can use this one. And this one, the words of this one are pretty important, and I did change them. Bob Marley, although, you know, Rastafari and CSL have a lot of overlap. But I think that's sign language for clap. I don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is alright, yeah. I don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is alright. I rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun, 3 little birds beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, oh, 'cause every little thing is alright. I don't worry about a thing. Oh, 'cause every little thing is alright. I rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun, feel little birds beside my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true. This is my message to you. I don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is alright. I don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is alright. I don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is alright.
Oh my. Well, listen to the man. Every little thing is all right. Good morning. My name is Mel Hirsch, and I am one of the 8 active licensed professional practitioners. I can get that out in one breath. At this ministry. And it is just a joy and an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be your service leader. Yeah. Your service leader this morning. That's why I like to use the word MC. So one of my personal goals every time I walk into this place is the people that I meet, the people I interact with, and that goes for all the practitioners. You guys are going to know you've been loved this morning. Period, paragraph, the end. That's just the nature of what we do here. And naturally, everybody is welcome wherever you've been, whatever you've done, what you've done that you love, what you've done that you're sure not going to put on your resume. We don't care. We care because we're here to celebrate that inner self, that part of you that we call the divine. And the longer you're here, the closer we get in touch with it. And the older we get in this teaching, we youthen. We don't age, we youthen. We don't euthanize, we youthen. Okay, so a little bit of housekeeping. What practitioners do is we teach and we pray, and we love to do that. If you would like prayer, you'll notice on the seat back in front of you, there's this one of these guys. If you fill it out and either put it in the box out in the lobby, the practitioners, if you fill it out and either put it in the box out in the lobby, the practitioners meet electronically on Mondays. We take these prayer requests in absolute confidence and we pray on them for a week. If whatever is in your mind, in your heart, what may weigh heavy, or what you want to celebrate, we love that. And then if you would like some personal one-on-one after the service, those of us who are in service and wearing these stoles will be up front. We will sit with you for what we call a 3-minute miracle. And that means we don't have a lot of time for story. We just want to know what it is you want. And once we get that down, we know how to frame that in language that will move the process. And incidentally, that's a no-charge deal. And then if you want to meet with one of us, kind of for a long time session, which goes about an hour or so, our names and numbers are on the board outside. So that having been said, because we have a lot to do this morning, I'm going to ask Sandy to come up and speak with you about something that the education department has been up to.
Morning, I'm Sandy Kimmerly, and we have a new member to welcome today. So Jennifer, would you please come up? If you want to sit, you can. Welcome. Thank you. Jennifer's actually been a member of the congregation for, I don't know, a month now at least. She even has her name tag. But we haven't done the member commitment yet, so we're going to do that now. The Center for Spiritual Living is holy ground where the divine can be experienced. It is a place that lovingly supports you in making a conscious choice to live a life of spiritual truth and commitment. Will you support this center, our spiritual home, in a loving way, warmly welcoming others to join us on their paths for truth? Yes. Given that it is, will you commit to sharing your time, treasure, and talents with your spiritual community? Yes. The center's practitioners and its board are committed to supporting you in times of joy and sorrow, and in all the challenges of life. Will you commit to supporting every member of the center without judgment, no matter where they are in their spiritual evolution? Yes, I will. This center commits to being open and flexible to ever-expanding vision of God. Will you commit to trusting and nurturing this unfolding process? Yes, I will. In this moment, we are uniting not only with this center, but also with every center for spiritual living across the planet in the compelling global vision, a world that works for everyone, in which we live and grow as one human family. In committing yourself to active membership at the center, you align yourself with the intentions of this spiritual community. Will you come and be part of the demonstration of the global vision? Yes, I will. And you, as a community, commit, and will you, as a community, commit to teach creating space in your hearts and lives for this new member?
We will.
We celebrate you as a blessing to this community. We are grateful for you all, exactly as you are and as you are not. And we honor your commitment to grow with us spiritually. And together we all affirm, and so it is. So I have just done that as a practitioner and as a member of the newcomers. And I would also like you to have a chance to meet one of our board members.
Hi, Jennifer. Welcome to the community. We're so excited to have you. Notice the artwork in Sibley Hall, which is exquisite. This is the artist. So on behalf of the board here at the Center for Spiritual Living and the community, we welcome you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wonderful. Every time I come here, I learn something new. And I didn't realize who it was that did that magnificent art. And we have to talk. Okay, I certainly thank my beloved colleague for her exquisite meditation this morning. And it is on the subject of authenticity. That is the theme for this month. And it's making that journey from the human doing to the human being. And we are not the only teaching that exhibits a path to that. And for that reason, we honor all of the world's faith traditions, and we choose to acknowledge about 7 or 8 of them. So if the candlelighters will please come forward. The Center for Spiritual Living honors all faith traditions. As we light a candle for the world's religions, it's to acknowledge both our multiplicity and our unity.
We light a candle for Christianity, based on the teachings of Jesus the Christ, who taught the path of love, forgiveness, and healing by the presence within.
For Islam, the practice of submitting to the will of God is revealed to his prophets, peace be upon them, who taught that there is one God, creator of the heaven and the earth.
For Judaism, a community of shared laws, traditions, and family ties, which began with the covenant between Abraham and God.
For Buddhism, the middle path that ends suffering and awakens mindfulness and compassion.
For Hinduism, the path of knowledge, action, and devotion.
For all the Native American traditions and those who walk the good red road, including the people of the sun, better known to us in the Southwest as the Yavapai.
For Baha'i, the path of unity and peace.
For all the goddess traditions, embracing the divine feminine as maiden, mother, crone, and wisdom keeper.
And for the science of mind, which is the philosophy of life that teaches there is a power for good in the universe, and we can use it.
Thank you, ladies. And would you anchor that with our own congregational affirmation? Say it with me. We are here for God. Our purpose is to express the nature of God as love, abundance, and joy in everything we do. The good we seek for ourselves is what we desire for all people everywhere, and so it is. God is, I am, right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, and I am. God is. I am right here, right now, right here, right now. God is, I am. God is, I am, right here,
right here, right now. God is, I am. God is, I am. Right here, right now. Right here, right now. God is, I am.
Words. Anchor those words within us, where we know that spark of the divine is here within. And we know that we are in human form as expressions of all that is love and light and beauty. We remind ourselves that is truly who we are, authentically expressions of the divine. And I invite you to take that in, breathe that in, and be that. And so in our full blossoming glory, we go forward knowing that our real authenticity is love, caring, compassion. And so as I celebrate this with you, we go forward anticipating our soloist and our beautiful message from Dr. Carmen. Namaste.
What can I say about this soloist? He's one of my oldest friends. And we lost touch for a long, long time, decades really. And then where I meet most people, of course, is at the grocery store. And when I heard him call me, and he was like, "Oh, it's Sean." I was like, "I know who it is." Anyway, I'm sorry. It's my birthday. I can do what I want. Anyway, it's a privilege reconnecting with him, and per my birthday request, I'm going to play along with him. This is Sean Markey, everybody.
Happy birthday to Jackson here. I love you every day, not just today, man.
Right on. I'll check on that tomorrow.
I find myself times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music, and Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
Oh my. Everybody take a deep breath and just breathe that in. Okay. It's time to introduce our guest speaker. And she's been here before, and people always ask, when are you having Dr. Carmen back? So I'm not going to go into qualifications or PhDs or accolades or degrees. They're out there. You figured that one out by now. And I'm just going to invite her up because maybe it might give her another extra 30 seconds or so to wow us once more. Come on down, Dr. Carmen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful song. Thank you. Thank you. So let me take you guys in. So it's good to see me and you. right? We're all one. And my topic today is awakening to oneness. And let me just tell you that all this week, Spirit has just been saying, that's a big topic, awakening to oneness. So I like to learn through visuals, so I brought visuals with me. I'll share that with you. And I also do it through story, because I really want us to understand what oneness is. I think it's important because we're living in exciting times. Now, anybody that tells you, oh, these are horrible times, okay, you can listen to them, but also listen to this. These are exciting times. And I'll tell you why. Because a long time ago, we were in this energy space, this frequency, and it was called love. And from love, everything was created from that. It's actually called the love frequency. It's a thing. It's 528 hertz is the love frequency. So everything came from that frequency. Everything was created, meaning we were created into matter. But first we started out as love frequency. All of us were one love frequency. So in the Bible it says that we were made in the image and likeness of God. We possess the love frequency. Everything is created from the love frequency. So we were this one thing. And then there was this voice that said, okay, there's going to be polarity on this planet that I'm going to create. Who wants to go down and make it into one again? And even though we didn't have hands, we raised our hand. We didn't have hands yet, but we volunteered. We said, I'm going to go down there. This is going to be easy. There's going to be all these, this is going to be great. So we've been waiting for that. And now it's here. That's why this is an exciting time. Because we wouldn't be here if we didn't know how to use the love frequency and be the love frequency ourselves. We would not be on the planet now if we did not have the purpose of bringing polarity into oneness. That's exciting. Woohoo! We get to do this. It's not like, all right, let's do it. No, we were excited about this. We were like, yeah, we can do this, no problem. So when you hear messages of, oh, woe is me, doomsday, those are people who forgot who they are. We are the love frequency. We're going to look different. We're going to have a different gender. We're going to have different hair. We're going to have different melanin. We're going to be different sizes. But we're the love frequency, made in the image and likeness of God, meaning we have the same power to create. To create what? To bring it to wholeness. Again, it's not like it's never been that way. It is that way. We're all connected. Let me show you a graph, because I showed this the last time I was here. This is a frequency graph. This tells you that above courage is a really good thing. You can really create above courage. Below courage, we know what that is. That's polarity. I'm going to get you to hate somebody. I'm going to get you to be angry with somebody. I'm going to get you to not like this and not like that. What happens? You have two sides, and you have to pick a side. That's polarity. But in the beginning, there was no side. There's only the circle. You ever been in a circle and try to choose a side? You can't. We're all a unified field of love, and that's where we create from. That's what God creates from. We were created in that love frequency. We can't be anything but love, folks. We can't. We can pretend, We can be hypnotized. We can download certain programming that tells us about this, but it's not true. We're connected. Indigenous people have always known that. They say that the sky is connected, the wind is connected, the river's connected to me. I am the river, I am the eagle. There's no separation. And this is the love frequency. This is what we're all called to reunite into oneness. That's who we are. Now, I want to show you another quote. Now, this is a deeper, more beautifully worded quote that you can spend your lifetime meditating on. But actually, this is telling you who you are. So it's not Carmen, it's not Mary, it's not Diane, it's not Mel. It's saying that our souls, as fractals of the one life, are reflections of this life. So a fractal. Let's look at it as a mirror. We are all mirrors of the one life. The one life is the love frequency. We are reflections of this life, meaning that everything that we come into contact with, if we know who we are, it's going to reflect back to us what? The love frequency. Because if there's only one God, one love, one creation, really, everything that we're going to come in contact is going to reflect back to us who we think we are. So if we're full of hate, guess what we're going to reflect back? We're going to experience more hate, more separation. But when we know who we are and we embody it, that means that we're going to experience the reflections of this life. We're going to experience more love. To be in harmonic resonance with the greater life is to embody the essence of divine love. That means to know from foot to head that we are love frequency, part of the divine. Not even part, we are the divine. Now that gets weird because a lot of us have been raised to think that divine is outside of us, that God is somewhere else. But really, when you really understand this, not just understand it intellectually, but you drop it down into your heart, and then you begin to know it, that that is who I am, that I am love walking into Walmart, that I am love disciplining. I have it on my license plate. And I got that from my favorite movie, which is The Matrix. So anybody know about the Matrix movies? Okay, we've got maybe some fans, some super fans, and people that have never seen it. So I'm going to try to explain it as best I can, because that movie talks about the one and being the one. And really, all of us are the one. But there's this character called Neo, which is just one scrambled. Right? We're all confused. So he's named Neo, but he's the one. He doesn't know it yet, and a lot of us don't know it. But those of us who know who we are, we're here to awaken that in ourselves, and by doing that, it awakens it in others. And really, there are no others. It's just one frequency. You see how even our English language talks about separation? It's so hard to talk about oneness. It's like the other person, oh, you know, that other, you know, there. Well, you know, them. It's really one thing. And it's the wool that's been pulled over our eyes to make us see separation when there is no separation. So in this movie, Neo, the scene that I'm going to show you, he goes through an hour of being confused and not knowing and doubting. But then at the end, something happens. These beings that he thought were outside of him, that were his enemy, he begins to see everything as one, as connected. Now, before he sees that, he is breathed into with love, unconditional love, divine love energy. He is inhaling that. And then he wakes up to oneness. That's why my talk is called Awakening to Oneness, because we're all sleepwalking. And then at some point, through spiritual practice, through a knock on the head, whatever it is, we wake up to who we truly are, this love frequency. So he wakes up to that. And nothing that he believed before this love infusion is true. So he believed that bullets could harm him. You know, we might believe that if we believed that matter was separate from the love frequency. But when he wakes up, he sees that everything that he thought could harm him cannot touch him. Do you know that nothing can harm the love frequency? Because we're not really this. This is what you see. This is matter that was created from the love frequency. But we cannot die. Love lasts forever. You've heard that before. This love frequency is eternal. So when you know that you are eternal, you fear nothing. But when you really think that this is all there is, you're kind of afraid of everything. And you're afraid somebody can take something from you. But in the love frequency, nothing can be added or taken away from you. You are divine as you are, whole as you are. And the delusion is that we're separate, that we have something to lose, and all of that is false. It is something we've been fed since we were infants. But it's not true. So let me show you this scene from The Matrix. And in sci-fi, you can really explain these unexplainable things a lot easier. So in The Matrix, we understand that when we wake up to our oneness, we are invincible. So let's play the scene.
Now get up.
He is the one.
Now, there is a meaty piece to this that you just witnessed, and this is where we perceive something that is different than us. Let's call it an enemy that we've created in our mind. And when we see them as us, as just mirroring back who we think we are, but we transform ourselves to oneness, that being becomes full of light. You saw that in the Matrix, where when he went inside of that perceived enemy, it had to be transformed into what he is, full of light. Now, this is a deep teaching. Are you ready for that teaching? Because a lot of us have people that we don't like. Some of us have people in our family that is just so oppositional to us that we have considered them enemies. Or we watch social media or the news, and they want you to pick an enemy. They want you to be in opposition. They want you to choose a side. But if you know who you are, what you do is say, oh, that's me. And who am I? I am that I am. I am the love frequency. And everything that I see, feel, and touch is reflecting back to me that same love frequency. So let me tell you what I did when I do that. I go inside the person or the thing that they want me to choose a side on, and I make it a circle. I infuse my divinity into my divinity, because there's no separation. Can you wrap your head around that? Or does it need to drop into your heart? Because your logical mind cannot make sense of that. This is a divine teaching that only your heart recognizes. Let's take a deep breath. Let's go into meditation, but I'm not going to do the meditation from a stage. I want to talk to you during the meditation about this deep teaching, that we are all one. That means that all of the separation, all of the things that we have been taught, are there for us to transmute it into what we know to be true. There is only divine love. So let's take a deep breath. Let's close our eyes. I am that I am. I recognize this truth. I feel the comfort of knowing that I am here. To be the reflection of divine love. That I am here. We are here. We are privileged to be here. We are all divine. We are all precious representatives of the one because we are the one. We give ourselves permission to be peace, to be love, to be unionizers of our own soul. Making that circle every day. We are not here to choose sides. We're here to love ourselves so deeply that we let everyone know their identity through our love. We are. I am. We love. We love because that is who we are. So blessed to be here on this planet right now. We have our mission, which is to fall deeply in love, which is in our DNA. And because of quantum entanglement, what we do individually will always affect the whole. As we come into this realization, we recognize that we are the one. We are all the one. The one life, the one love, the one creation. We acknowledge this to be so. We affirm it within our soul. We let all of this be so. Let it be. And so it is. Thank you. And so it is.
Well, we let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. Let the grace wash over us. Let wash over us. We let it be.
That was intense. And it was heartwarming, and it was a picture of where we are headed. Maybe not quite there yet, so don't try this at home. It's time now for us to dedicate our offering, so I would ask the ushers to come forward. And whether you're with us in the sanctuary, whether you're online, and if you are online, if contribution is something that you are about, and the amount is not the important part, but what is the important part that is that you recognize that there is something here for you, that it's starting to show itself, and that your heart is calling for more. And so to whatever degree your heart is telling you to empower that, that's what you can go to CSL.org, CSLPrescott.org, and there'll be instructions there. Meantime, if you're in the sanctuary, same thing goes as the basket comes. And this might not be your week to give. You may already be in a pledge program. If not, please consider it. And if this isn't your time, just put your hand over your heart, because the fact is, for all of us, you are the gift. So with that, I will ask the ushers to begin and ask Sean to come back up. Ooh, affirmation. Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, life.
There's a reason for the sunshine sky. There's a reason that I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when your love light shines all around us. So let that feeling trap you deep inside and send you reeling. Your love can't hide. There's no stealing through the moonlit light with your love. Well, let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. You'll know what I mean. Well, let your love fly like a bird on wing, and let your love find you for all living things, and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, it's the reason There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights. There's a reason for the candlelight. There's a season, love light shine all around us. So let you wonder, take you deep in space, lay you under its loving embrace and feel thunder. Warms your face, you can't hold back. Well, let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. You know what I mean by it's the season. Well, let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. You know what I mean, it's the reason. Well, let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow in the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, it's the season. Well, let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, let your love shine. You know what I mean, it's the reason. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Sean. From up here, you can just see the love shining out of that baby back there. Wow. Just think, we were once just like that. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, here comes the offering. And I would love to receive it by acknowledging the gift of not only your time, your talent, but your treasure that allows us to do what it is we believe we were put here to do. Divine love through each and every one of you is blessing and multiplying, and it goes out into the community, into the world, and we know it makes a difference. So thank you, God. And so it is. And now go out and go forth and multiply. It's time to invite the kids in. The Children's Association of Awesomeness. I see some awesomeness at the door, so come on down.
So today we did this thing that was called a mind map, like about yourself. So we wrote some things like about ourselves and like, yeah, a bunch of stuff like that.
Do you want to share something about yourself? Can you put it on your map?
Something about myself is that I like bunnies and foxes.
Perfect.
So I'm not quite done with my mind map yet. It's gonna be bigger. But I did a lot of things. So there were a bunch of different categories like culture, roles, appearance, personality, people in your life, interests, stuff that you just really like, and beliefs. So, yeah.
So this month we're talking about authenticity and who we really are. And so I asked them, who are you? And the answer was, I don't know. So we used the mind map to kind of figure it out. How do we introduce ourselves? Hi, my name is Erin, and I am awesome. Is that how we do it? Generally, no. But that's who we are. So we're working on it.
Well, we're all works in process, aren't we? Can you guys imagine what it would have been like for all of us if we had started here or back there even? No wonder our culture is growing by leaps and bounds. We don't have to worry. These guys are going to take over someday. I'd like to be around to watch it too. Okay, one of the things we do here is we like to acknowledge people who are here for the first time or perhaps returning after being away for whatever number of reasons. So if there's anybody like that, if you would care to, and don't let anybody force you or nudge you into it, just stand, tell us who you are, where you're from, and we would like to welcome you and also acknowledge you with a gift of a book from our used bookstore. And our used books look just as good as our new ones do, and the material is just the same, so go for it. Anybody like that here? Okay, whoa, there's one. Hi. You're welcome. You're considering moving here, did you say? Oh, terrific. Well, check it. If your heart says there's something for you, you're going to know that. And regardless, you are so welcome here. Also, we have a tradition here every month called Birthday Sunday. We celebrate the loved ones around here because love is spoken here. And we do that by asking those people who were born in January to...
March, actually.
I'm always a day late and 2 months short, right? If you were born in March, stand up and let us acknowledge you, please. All right. Oh, yes, and one up there, too. Oh, come on. There. And I was not, so I'm just going to back up. And take it, maestro. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear loved ones. Happy birthday to you. And you might as well stay standing because it's time for us to close. Let's everybody stand, take a hand, and I believe we have, yes, this is where our traditional close. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It's happening through my mind, my body, and my affairs. I think it, I believe it, I feel it, I know it, I accept it. Thank you, life. Yes, there is peace on